Coming up now on 6:30 this morning, students head back to school full-time in another North Idaho school district. Meanwhile, in eastern Washington, for their first time, more kindergartners will be learning from the classroom.
And a really windy Monday is ahead. Partly cloudy conditions you can see right now is over Spokane. We see a little bit of rain over North Idaho, but most of it comes tomorrow. I'm breaking it all down coming up.
Well, Taco Bell customers are making their voices heard on social media. Thousands are signing a petition to bring their favorite item back to the menu.
Up with KREM begins now.
Well, thanks so much for being with us here on our Monday morning as we kick off a new work week. Dana Marie, I know you got out on the town this weekend. You went up to Green Bluff to experience some of the fun going on up there. But boy, it was a rainy weekend.
It was a rainy weekend. I thankfully got there Friday after work, so it was a beautiful afternoon, and then we all woke up to some showers on Saturday, even a couple of showers last night as well, and that wet weather is going to continue until Tuesday, but today we're looking at wind. So here's a breakdown of what we see. We see 11 a.m. a wind advisory, mostly in the Palouse area. 25 to 35 mile per hour sustained winds, gusts up to 50 to 60 miles. So I could show you right now what we're seeing. As you can see, 25 in Pullman, 20 in Pomeroy, 15 in Lewiston, but even in the Spokane area, we have some high winds at 20 mile per hour. So definitely going to be breezy out there, to say the least. So I do want to show you some chance for rain here. 8:30 on your Monday morning. It's mostly in the Sandpoint, Libby, Montana area up north. As the afternoon progresses, just some scattered showers in that same area, but they do lessen for our Monday night. It's just mostly partly cloudy conditions, but if you see on the left-hand part of your screen another weather system, it's coming our way. I'm going to break that all down in my full forecast. Your high for your Monday is 58 degrees at 3 p.m. That's when it's going to be most warm. 11 mile per hour sustained winds, and then for your 3-day forecast, as you see just a little bit of AM showers on Monday, even at night, and then Tuesday really is when we're going to see the widespread rain. So I'm going to track that weather system coming up. Jen?
Dana Marie, it's really feeling like fall. I mean, last week we were talking about sun and 70s. This is the fall forecast, right?
We are finally on average of the fall temperature for October. Yeah, no more 10 to 15 degrees above.
So definitely pull out your scarves and all your warm clothing, because boy, we're going to feel it this week.
Exactly.
Dana Marie, thank you. 6:32 now. Well, the confirmation hearing for President Trump's Supreme Court pick is getting underway. Let's take a live look now at Washington, D.C. We want to listen in.
Care Act and the protection for pre-existing conditions. That's outrageous. As a mother of 7, Judge Barrett clearly understands the importance of health care. So let's set the record straight. Then Professor Barrett criticized Chief Justice Roberts' conclusion that the Affordable Care Act penalty was actually a tax. Democrats say her viewpoint is radical, and a preview of how she might vote on the court. First, her comments dealt with a provisional law that's no longer in effect. So the legal questions before the court this fall are entirely separate. Moreover, her criticism of Roberts' reasoning is mainstream, not only in the conservative legal community, but well beyond. I'm the chairman of the Finance Committee and was ranking member when Democrats unilaterally cobbled together Obamacare. I know a tax when I see one. This wasn't a tax. It was never discussed in committee as a tax. Even the Democrats who forced it through Congress insisted it wasn't a tax. Jeffrey Toobin wrote that Roberts' tax argument was, quote unquote, not a persuasive one. President Obama even said, quote, I absolutely reject the notion.
All right, we've been listening in. Of course, that confirmation hearing just getting underway. It started about 30 minutes ago at 6 a.m. Now, if approved, Judge Amy Coney Barrett would fill Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg's seat. She died last month. All right, it is now 6:34. Moving on here to a little bit closer to home this morning. Post-fall students will return full-time in person today. Post Falls moved into the yellow or low risk zone. Under this new phase, the post-fall school district, schools will stay in communication with the Panhandle Health District. And if a child tests positive for COVID-19, they want parents to notify the school immediately to limit exposure. This morning, some students in Cheney will also return to in-person classes. As part of their Phase 1 reopening plan, they will start phasing in kindergarten students. Today, half the students will go to school. Tomorrow, the other half will attend. And on Wednesday, everyone will attend. After this, more grades will follow suit, starting with the youngest students. Coming up now on 6:35, and time for the speed feed stories you may see today on social media. Rafael Nadal took home the win at the French Open. He is now tied for the most major singles championships with 20 Grand Slam titles. The New York Red Bulls soccer team's newest team member scored the game-winning goal against Atlanta in his MLS debut. Caden Clark is just 17 years old. He signed with the team just 1 day before the game. Clark is now the 5th youngest player ever to score on his MLS debut. Well, Taco Bell customers are furious this morning. The company's move to get rid of its Mexican pizza launched a full-scale online protest. And get this, 101,000 people signed a petition to save the fan favorite menu item. Taco Bell now has until November 5th to change its mind when it's set to leave the menu. I think Taco Bell should have everything it's ever created on its menu, Dana Marie.
You are a huge Taco Bell fan. I know that, Jen. I learned that very early on this morning shift. Do you have a favorite thing on the menu?
Well, they're getting rid of my favorite. I liked the spicy potato soft tacos, and those are going away too.
What the heck?
I know.
All right, we're going to start a petition here in Spokane in our own area. Just for you, Jen.
It's probably good for my waistline and my wallet, though, so no complaints. There's still everything I think tastes great there. But yeah, I know a lot of people fired up about that.
Yeah, and if you have an opinion, let us know. Text us 509-448-2000, and we'll have a Taco Bell discussion here on our morning show.
Okay, well, now I'm hungry. All right, Dana Marie, thank you. 6:36 now. Well, Spokane Pride is going virtual this year, and this morning the event organizer is joining us live to talk about how to get involved and celebrate.